What's the most tragic death that's ever taken place in a comic? Now, there have been lots of terrible deaths in the comics, like the time Superman died in Lois Lane's arms after being defeated by Doomsday, and when Peter Parker's uncle died to a burglar that he let get away, or when both of Bruce's parents were gunned down in an alleyway right in front of him. But although those may be terrible, I don't even think they come close to the most tragic loss in a comic, because out of all the stories I've read over the years, the most disturbing, heartbreaking, and shocking loss of them all has to be the time Wolverine lost the X-Men, because he actually unknowingly killed them himself. It happened on the night that all the supervillains got together to take over the world. Him and Jubilee were trying to figure out what to do when suddenly an explosion was triggered and a bunch of villains barged in, like Doc Ock, Strife, the Blob, Green Goblin, and in total there were 40 of them. And long story short, things got ugly. It turned into one of the most monstrous bloodbaths I've ever seen, with Wolverine going absolutely crazy, taking out every single villain in sight, with his final battle against Bullseye being so intense that it literally lasted a whopping 90 minutes. But while Logan was holding Bullseye's almost lifeless body in his arms, Bullseye said something that didn't make sense when he asked Logan why he was doing this, because he was supposed to be their friend. But it all started making sense when the Master of Illusions Mysterio appeared, who asked Logan, "Did you really think you could take on 40 supervillains alone?" revealing that it was all an illusion, that the person he was actually holding in his arms was Jubilee, and that he had not only just slaughtered her, but also what seemed like every single one of the members of the X-Men. Nightcrawler, Gambit, Cyclops, Storm, and more, all dead at the hands of Logan. And Logan actually once told this story to Hawkeye around a campfire while crying, and he said that what he did made him feel so terrible that he actually tried taking his life by letting a train run over his neck. It was so sad. He couldn't even put himself out of his own misery because his healing factor was so strong that it wouldn't let him die, forcing him to live on with this terrible memory for the rest of his life. And this exact incident is actually the reason why he didn't pop his claws for 50 whole years, until my favorite moment in comic history, where he finally referred to himself as the Wolverine and then popped them after his family's lives were taken by the Hulk gang.